Is it just me, or does anyone else think that Funko's FNAF action figures are just so inconsistent? Now, this line has been a thing since early 2016, and through its almost 10-year lifespan, this line of figures has experienced so many ups and downs. And because of this, I really wanted to make today's video just kind of going over the line as a whole, and covering the many highs that it has, and the many lows that it has. Now, like I said before, this line first began in early 2016, and like with most FNAF merch lines at that time, mainly focused on the animatronics from the first game. This first line of figures was overall really good, and even though they did get some details wrong, like with all the animatronics having upper teeth for some reason, overall these things are super accurate to the animatronics from the first game. Fans loved this line whenever it first released, and at the time, it was probably the best FNAF merch line that had ever released. And from here, the line would go pretty strong for a good long while. After this, the next three lines would be focused on the future games that would come out for the series, like with the second one being focused on FNAF 4, the third one being focused on Sister Location, and the fourth one focusing on Pizzeria Simulator. These figures were just as impressive as the first line, and even though it is a little bit lame that the Pizza Sim line focused on the lamer characters from that game, they all looked super accurate to the animatronics from their given games. However, after these lines released, Funko would begin releasing a lot of spin-off releases from the main line, and my god do they mostly suck. The majority of these new lines were recolors / slight redesigns of the characters that already existed in previous lines, like with the glow-in-the-dark figures or the Christmas figures. Most fans really hated these lines, since they were obviously way lower effort compared to the main line, and took up spots for brand new characters that desperately needed figures. However, when their main line returned with their security breach figures, a lot of people were really excited. But goddamn, do these things kind of suck. All of these figures look so bad and are simple recolors of already existing molds, which makes them look basically nothing like the animatronics from that game. However, their Ruin line that released a few years later is actually really good, and finally seemed to show that Funko was actually beginning to try again with these figures. So yeah, if you can't tell, Funko's FNAF figures are super inconsistent, even if it is against them most of the time.